Hey guys, Editor Emmy here, or August Emmy, more recent Emmy. I just wanted to let you know that the actual video has been filmed a while ago, earlier this year, but I still felt like uploading it because I feel like it gives a pretty good insight into me as a person, and especially obviously my school and what has been going on over the last couple of years, and it's also just a good memory for me, honestly. So I'll be chiming in and out and just adding some additional information, keeping you updated a little more. But without further ado, here's April Emmy. It's been 7 years since I first joined university, and it's been a crazy journey, but there is an end in sight, which I'm really excited about. Though, in this video, I want to share what happened in the last 7 years of university. When I graduated high school in summer 2017, I was really excited to finally move on with my life. I didn't really care about school or teachers or any of the people anymore, and I also didn't get along with a lot of the people just because I think I was pretty awkward at the time. I started university in fall of 2017, and literally up until August, I was super set on studying architecture. I had gone to the interviews, made portfolios, and I had even been accepted to some universities, but last minute, I kind of decided to just go for Japanese and English studies as my majors. Okay, hold on. In reality, that decision wasn't as on a whim as I make it sound like. I had been doing an internship and I really don't like a lot of the tasks that I was doing, so that is where that decision comes from. It's not like I just woke up one day and didn't like it anymore or something. At the same time, I also decided that I wanted to be a new person. I wanted university to be a new chapter for me, and I was gonna make an effort to get to know people and to study hard, which I did. I studied so hard in the first semester, and I also met so many wonderful people. But then unfortunately the first semester exam rolled around and a lot of my friends didn't make it through that exam, so that only me and one other person were left in my friend group. And that person became my best friend. My second year was all about trying really hard for classes because I had heard of the opportunity to go study abroad in Japan if my grades were good enough. So that obviously gave me a lot of extra motivation, and me and my friend would oftentimes stay at university really late and just chat or study together. We got to know each other so well during that time, and the difference that having a friend at university makes is absolutely insane. Someone who just shares the same experience and goes through the same things with you, the ups and the downs, it's life-changing. The second half of the second year was extra stressful because the application process for Japan had opened and it was so much paperwork, so many interviews to go through, so many ups and downs, emotional roller coaster throughout the whole semester, all while trying to keep up good grades. But when we finally got accepted to go to Japan, there was such a huge relief, and the paperwork that came after that felt like a breeze. I spent my third year of university in Japan, and it was honestly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I learned so much about myself and about my values, and I faced challenges I didn't even know I would have to face, and as a result, I grew so much as a person. It was honestly a life-changing experience. But while I did have an amazing time there, and I had probably some of my highest highs ever while I was in Japan, I've also experienced really low lows, and I don't want to ever experience those feelings again. Oh, and then COVID hit too in the second half of my stay there, so that wasn't too much fun. In my fourth year of uni, there were 3 major events. First, I obviously had to move back to Germany because my stay in Japan was over. And I decided to move back home because I thought, classes were gonna be online anyways, and I could save money that way. Now in hindsight, that probably wasn't the best decision because it was pretty destructive to my mental health on top of the pandemic. Because of that, I really slacked off that whole year. I procrastinated on a lot of my classes, wouldn't really pay attention in class, and my grades also got pretty bad. I was actually supposed to graduate that year, but that obviously didn't happen. In 2021, I also started talking to this guy online, and we would literally talk all the time. I was so obsessed with him, and later that year, we started dating. Yeah, about that. So we got married this summer, about a month ago actually, but that is for another video. My fifth year of uni is a little chaotic because, as I said, I had slacked a lot during my fourth year, but at the same time I only had a few classes left. So I finished those few classes, and because they were online, I managed to spend a long time in the US with my boyfriend. When I got back from the US, I did the last bit of coursework and then finally started my final thesis, which I passed with a very good grade. The plan at the time was to apply for jobs in the US so that I could live with my boyfriend, but unfortunately that didn't exactly work out as I was unable to literally get any job interviews. And so we made the really hard decision to stay long distance, and I decided to go for a master's degree here in Germany. My first year as a master's student, or my 6th year at university, was incredibly challenging. I was really excited in the beginning because I had just moved to my own apartment. I had found this new degree that I was hoping would combine my interest with something that's a bit more future-proof. I found that I was really disappointed with a lot of the things that went on. I was really overwhelmed because there was so much to learn, and I felt incompetent 24/7. I lost a lot of my self-confidence during that year, and I cried myself to sleep many nights. Had it not been for the support of my amazing boyfriend, I think I would have dropped out many times. I think I might eventually go into more detail of all that happened, but for now let's move on to the 7th year. I am now in my 7th year of university, or in my 2nd year of my master's program, and while it is still a struggle, it definitely is a lot better than the first year. I have a lot less classes and I have more self-directed projects, which means that I can decide at what point I want to work on which projects in what capacities, which leaves me with a lot of free time to do things that I need to take care of or that I care about. There's not much left to be done with university, and I hope that it can be done by the end of the year. And I'm not sure what is going to come after that, but either way, I'm really excited for yet again a new chapter. As you can see, the last 7 years were quite the journey with a lot of ups and downs, honestly. And as I said, I'm not sure where it's gonna take me next, but I hope you found this interesting. Let me know if you can relate to any part of the story or if this is completely foreign to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.